Come on now. Great. Let's rock now. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. An escape, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Julius Peppers in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. But with the incompletion there, gives us time to hit on the retirement, Charles, of Eric Decker. Of course, played for the Broncos, Jets, and Titans. Was with the Patriots this preseason, but now he's going to step aside.
I think he had a fantastic career because look at it this way. Getting 1,000 yards in one season for a receiver, that's a career for most people. He did it 3 times. Best year in Denver in 2013, 87 catches, almost 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns. Congratulations on a wonderful career, Eric Decker.
Come on now. Great. Hey. Gun. Right over there. Yeah. Right, 58, right there.
To throw on second down is Newton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Great. Do something.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Come on now.
Now Newton on first down. And he'll dump this up to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Here we go.
Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Newton. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. As we inch closer to the regular season, I'm just peering down at some of the preseason records. Right now, Ravens 4-0, Bengals, Panthers, Cardinals, all 3-0. I guess my question is, what stock do you put in these preseason records?
No, the easy answer is nothing, because the preseason doesn't really matter. But some organizations do put more stock in it than others. Some of them want to win every preseason game. Others don't worry about that at all. Intel has told me that only one team has won the Super Bowl after going 0-4 in the preseason, and that was in a strike year, I believe, when Washington did it. So for the most part, you just don't want to go winless in the preseason. But remember this. The Browns and the Lions both went 4-0 preseasons, then they went 0-16 in the regular season.
Speaking of winless teams, Eagles and Falcons both winless right now, could be Super Bowl contenders.
I still think that they're going to be, whether they go winless or not.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Luke Kuechly. He's the one to get it this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken it around the 40. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Handoff comes to Anderson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yo trip is here, baby. Yo trip is here. We're gonna start. Come on, come on, come on. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Screen play, Anderson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, you got 3 down.
A shotgun snap for Newton. The open man is Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
Here's Newton now on second down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
Well, it's so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
Newton now to throw. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time, and it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal.
Gun.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess from a yard out, and the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
All right, now, look at 56. Here we go. 56. Look at it.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Come on. Alert. 3 down. Right there to 3.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gano's kick is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
17,
Now a run with Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Down to the 25. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte. We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Jameis on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing, Winston. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. On 1st and 10, Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on second down, Newton. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
To throw is Newton. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. McCaffrey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Newton. Got a man, it's right. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, you know, Charles, just thinking back, it was around this time a year ago, Hurricane Harvey was devastating the Houston area and other areas there in southeast Texas. 1 year later, though, J.J. Watt's Foundation announced it had raised and given $41.6 million in the last calendar year.
That's phenomenal. And he was the NFL Man of the Year last season, and rightly so for what he did. And if I'm not incorrect, his goal when he started this to help all the people was $200,000.
$41.6 million minus $200,000. That's a pretty good margin there.
That's a heck of a margin. Congratulations to J.J. Watt, his foundation, and to everyone who contributed to help out the people in Houston.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, Winston. This is caught by Jackson. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go. Hey. Bravo. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Let's go. It's time to play. Green, Trevor, see.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, 5-0. Blue 80. Let's go. Let's convert.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Vernon Butler in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And this one complete right side to the benches. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Come on now. Let's go. 20.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Let's go. Return the plate. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Let's go.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Shot. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Going for the deep ball. He's got him in, complete. Winston to his big play receiver, Jackson, and even 50 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Easy, easy, easy. I got it. My 50, my 50.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Where's that? My 50, my 50. Where's that?
Second down, Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Jameis to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barber. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. To throw, Winston. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Newton now nearly perfect, 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
On the ball. Hey. Do something.
On second down, here's Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now a give running left with Anderson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Panthers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Newton. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's Robinson. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby. Hey, let's go, let's go. Sonic. Where we go?
Now Winston. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's got Evans. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go. Green, Triple C. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Where do we go? Like that.
From the gun, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Sonic.
A second down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Now this is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Hey, sub. Let's go. Green, Triple C. Blaze, head up. Blaze up.
First down, Winston. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey. Four down. Sonic. Follow. Hey, sub. Let's go.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. The Bucs on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That good for 22 and a first down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And this carry now is productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Justin Evans. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. C.J. Anderson, touchdown, Carolina. C.J. Anderson, 38 yards, and the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Hey, get right there. That's right now. Hey, get right there.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he spins past him and into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Newton's going to throw it. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go. Here we go.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent, and how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.